This is DS Domination live webinar. This is to show the new people why your Facebook feed timeline has been littered with people celebrating making money, and why your neighbor seems to be driving a nicer car, and why some of your friends aren't working anymore and stuff like that. Or maybe you got an email celebrating something. And my name is Roger Langille. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I launched my eBay career 9-10 years ago, and did $1.2 to $1.8 million in sales from my living room, no overhead, and I found that to be pretty fun. After a few years, I started branching out to network marketing and things like that, and all the while I trained people how to make money online, and now I'm bringing it to the masses with this eBay, Amazon thing that you're about to see. And what I want you to do is say, good for you, Roger, could care less. I want to know if I can make money. And whether or not you can make money, you watch this presentation. It'll take me 15 minutes, and you fight me like a crazed dog the whole time, trying to argue that you cannot make money with me, and then we'll see what happens here at the end of the webinar, okay? So the whole time I'm going to be challenging you. I'm going to be asking you if you can do this, can you do this, can you do this? And unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, your answer is always going to be yes. So here we go. I am on Alexa.com, and before I get started, excuse me, I want to prove everything to you, and I want you to take that word prove and put it in the back of your head for a quick second, because you've heard that a million times. They're going to prove it. Prove, but they never do, and they just show you what's possible. I'm going to reintroduce the word prove to you for the first time since you were probably in 3rd grade, because you've been lied on the word prove for probably 10, 15, 20 years now or so, and I'm actually going to prove it to you. So here on going forward, if you don't join DS Domination, at least you'll know what the word prove means. So I'm going to start on Alexa.com. And Alexa.com, you can just go to it. I don't own the site. Down on the bottom right, when you go there, it'll tell you it's an Amazon.com company right here at the bottom of the screen. They're kind of the authority online of ranking websites' popularity, how many people are visiting the site. So when I go to our little site that we started 6 months ago, you're going to see where we're ranked in the U.S., and you're going to see where we're ranked in the world. So in the U.S., we're ranked 644th. In the world, we're ranked 2,157. What does that mean? That means every single website on the planet, the billion of them, we're ranked 2157. The millions in the United States, we're ranked 644. To put that into perspective, I'm going to show you a little celebrity you may have heard of, Oprah.com. Remember those numbers, 2157, 644. When I look at Oprah, we're more popular than her global rank, and we're more popular than her U.S. rank. So that's how big DS Domination is in terms of visitors to the site. Now, people visiting our site, that's not going to make you money. I'm going to point that out to you, but I just want you to take away that, hey, something's going on. Just like a big line in a restaurant, you would say, the food here is probably pretty good, okay? So here we go. What I'm going to show you is not to be written down. You can write it down if you think I'm challenging you, and you can steal the information and go do it yourself if you want to try and scribble it down. I would much prefer that you just relaxed and took a look at what I'm going to show you, and in 10 to 15 minutes realize that you can do this. So I'm going to challenge you. Step 1, can you go to Amazon.com? Of course, the answer is yes. When you get there, can you type a word into a box? And the answer is going to be yes. I'm going to choose the word blue. You can choose whatever you want on the planet, okay? Don't do it now. Do it tomorrow morning. Do it tonight later on. I'm going to put the word Amazon behind it. So tomorrow or tonight, if you chose the word dog, you would type dog Amazon or cat Amazon or red Amazon or whatever you want, okay? So I'm going to type blue Amazon, and I'm going to hit go. So far, not too challenging, right? All I want you to notice is that there's a heck of a lot of results, 2.8 million to be rough. So there's a lot of results there on the screen, all right? So can you type a word and put Amazon behind it and click go? Of course you can. You don't have to memorize all this. It's in the training videos in the back office of DS Domination. So the first thing that comes up is this dish set. Now I'm going to go over to eBay. There I go. Can you do that? Can you go to ebay.com? Of course you can. Now can you find that item? I'm just going to type in a few words, Pyrex Kitchen 10, and I'm going to try and find this item on eBay. I click search, and there's a bunch of results with the same item on the screen. Of course, you can do that. So as I go through here, I notice there's these all white background professional pictures, right? What I mean is you really can't take that picture yourself in your living room. Your picture might look more like this Pyrex box here or something like that, okay? So now my goal is to say, all right, you guys are using Amazon Photos. Because what you're going to learn is for the first 4 years of that 10 years of $1.2 to $1.8 million a year in sales, I made Amazon my supplier, which you'll be able to do too, okay? So I'm just going to grab one of these listings here, and I'm going to click on it. I'm not looking to sell this, but now I'm looking at the listing, and I'll just give you the lie of the land. This person's saying they have 8 of these available. They're charging $29.32 for it, okay? And there's 17 days and 20 hours left in this listing, all right? No big deal. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to click on See Other Items down below the seller's username. And again, this is all easy stuff, but you don't even have to memorize it because there's video training on how to do it, so you don't even have to think. So we got 1,613 results. I'm going to take a glance. I'm going to say these are all professional white background photos from Amazon. These are not photos taken on grandma's kitchen table. Cool. Here's the big rocket breakthrough, okay, for you. If you're using Amazon Photos, maybe you're using Amazon's supplier. Let's see if you are. So I'm going to go over here on the left side of the screen, right there, and I'm going to click Sold. And when I click that magic Sold button, it's going to tell me what this seller sold in the last 2 weeks. It comes up, top left, I see 535 results in green, okay? So March 3rd at 16:46, they sold some lighting for $110 plus $6 shipping, about $116. Did they make any money? Because that's what we're interested in. I'm going to click on this listing here. I'm still on eBay. I'm going to copy this title right here. I'm going to go over to Amazon. I'm going to say, okay, you got $116 for it. How much did it cost you? I'm going to click this, and I'm going to see it cost $43 free shipping. Pretty good markup. $73 the person made on this. Oh, by the way, if you look at my cursor here moving around, they sold 2 sets. Nice profit. I'm going to click the back button. Maybe that was a fluke. And I'm going to look at this extra wide metal decorative baby gate or dog gate or whatever it is. They sold it for $94 plus $8, $102. I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to grab part of their title. I'm going to head over to Amazon. I'm going to say, okay, you got $102. What did you pay for it? Click Go. Here it is down here, $71.99. Now my fighters that are fighting me tooth and nail every step of the way should be saying, well, you gotta ship it, you gotta pack it up, and you gotta pre-order it. Well, none of that's true, but I still want you to keep fighting me, okay? I'm gonna go back to eBay, I'm gonna click the back button, I'm gonna search one more, and I'll give you a punchline, okay? Here's a hammock that sold for $156.50 right here, $7 shipping, so about $163. I'm gonna grab part of that title, I'm gonna head over to Amazon, I'm gonna see what the cost was on it, I'm going to paste this in, click Go. There's your hammock for $133. Here it is over here, right here. Here it is. But wait, there's a person sitting in that hammock. That's not the same thing. You're trying to get over on us. Well, there's alternate pictures right here. Okay, so here's your hammock coming up on the screen, a la no person in it. Oops. Let me switch to this one, or this one, or this one, right? There's alternate photos as a punchline down here on the left side, okay? Or here's a bunch of alternate pictures down here. Okay, cool. There's your listing. All right, so here's the thing. Now you can see that people are making money with this. That person probably made $60, $100. They got 535 sold results. So they made $5,000 in the last couple weeks. That's pretty good money. All right. Now here's what you should be saying. Okay. How do I get this item? How do I get it in my garage? Well, this person doesn't have it in their garage. When I click on this lighting set again, or this, I'll go back to the hammock that I was just on. When I go back to that hammock there, all this person did was take this image, okay? They got the image, if you can see it, the lady's head's right there. They took this image right there, and they put that on eBay, okay? And then they took the description, look at the description down here, double hammock with space-saving stands, double hammock with space-saving stands. So there's the eBay description, there's the Amazon description, okay? So we got a picture moved over there, we got a description moved over here. Here's the big trick. This person right here, they don't own this hammock. I'm on eBay. They've never seen the hammock. They've never touched the hammock. They probably never owned a hammock. They know nothing about hammocks, but they sold it, okay? It's called drop shipping. There's no items in anybody's garage. You're not buying cases of hammocks. You're not buying cases of lighting. You're not buying cases of anything. You actually sell it first before you buy it. We call it selling high, then buying low. For decades and decades, the big breakthrough by economists was buy low, sell high. Problem: what if you don't sell it and you've bought it low? You got a bunch of cheap garbage in your garage, okay? With this formula, where you don't buy it unless you sell it, you cannot lose. So what happens is this person who won it for $160 plus $7, they give this dude or dudette right here $167. They have it. It's in their PayPal account. Here you go, Renato123456. Thank you so much for selling me this hammock for $163. Renato then goes over to Amazon.com and simply adds it to their cart, ships it to the winning bidder, and calls it a day and keeps the change. Okay? How phenomenal is that? And can you do that? Well, let's break it down. So far, I got to believe that you're saying to yourself, I can do this, but I have a few questions. Okay? And I'm going to answer a couple questions. I'm going to take it a little bit deeper for you. Question 1, why would somebody pay more for a hammock on eBay when they can get it on Amazon cheaper? Did you know this hammock existed on Amazon before this webinar started? Probably not. The clothes that you're wearing, did you pay the absolute lowest price? Did you knit them? Did you take the sheep out in the field and then pull the wool off them and knit your sweater that you're wearing? No. You saw it, you liked it, you bought it. The last can of Coke that you bought, did you pay the lowest price on the planet? Did you drive around from store to store? Did you go to the Coke plant for samples? No. You probably stopped at a gas station, you were thirsty, and you bought a can of Coke. So some people, yeah, they do price compare, but when you have hundreds to thousands of people visiting your item each day, 33 people hit this item before it sold, some of them just decided they wanted that hammock at the price it was priced, and that's it. 5, 10 of them might have said, hey, I can find it cheaper somewhere else. Who cares? All right? Back to the can you do this? Here's your other questions you should have. What do I sell? Well, how about starting off by selling a hammock for $155.50 instead of $156.50? Do you think you will sell it, or do you think this person will sell it when you're $1 cheaper? Well, where do I get the picture? Well, we showed you that. You get it from Amazon. Well, I'm not very good at writing. I can't write descriptions and stuff like that. That's cool. We got that from Amazon as well. So we got the price, and we got the description, and we got the picture. So can you do that? Can you not think, is question 1. Can you say, sold for $156, I'll sell it for $155? Yeah. Can you move a picture? Well, if you can't, we'll show you how. Can you copy and paste the description? Yes, 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 yes. So we're 14 minutes in. I think you're probably starting to stop fighting me. But in case you're not, let's go just a little bit deeper. I'm going to show you the company that people are kind of freaking out over because they're making money for the first time. And who knew that people wanted to make money? Certainly not the government. Little government joke there. I'm actually in the back office at D Domination. What I'm describing to you is the Pro modules here on the left side of the screen. Here we are. We are Pro modules. Let's take a look at what Pro modules look like. That seems simple. That was pretty easy. I didn't remember everything. Well, let me show you some of the training back here. I'll click on a module, and I'm just going to click this play button. Now, you're not going to hear anything, but I want you to pay attention to the screen for 20 seconds for me, okay? Get ready. Hold your breath. 20 seconds. Here we go. Wow, that looks familiar. You know, you're going to be watching over my shoulder video by video, setting up your account, putting up your first listing, shipping your first listing, finding profitable items, international listing, pitfalls to avoid. There's a ton of video coverage in there. They're all like 4 or 5 minutes, and they're so easy to follow because you're watching my computer screen just like you did there. Oh, wait a minute. What did he type into Amazon? Pause. Oh, it was Blue Amazon. Oh, what did he click here to find that seller? Oh, he clicked here. What is this? Oh, and you watch the videos, and that's it. It's that simple. So I told you guys that you guys can do this, and you should question me every step of the way. And I said you can obviously figure out how to set a price. You don't have to think about what to sell. Do you have to think about what to sell? If I started this webinar all over again and did the little thing where I zap your memory and said, hey, think of something to sell, probably nobody would have said hammock. But without thinking, you now know to sell a hammock for $155.50, okay? Now, there should be just like 5 or 6 left of you, the radicals that are still fighting me. They got the pitchforks out. They're going to, you're not taking my money. I know what's going on here. And somebody's got you tied to a chair right now watching this painful moment. The last fight you should have is, if everybody's undercutting everybody, wouldn't there be saturation? Well, there's 100 million items to choose from, okay? So if we had 1 million members in DS Domination, I would be a multi-millionaire. I wouldn't be on here. But besides that, you could all list 100 items and make $500 to $1,000 a month. How would that change the economy, or how would that change your life? All right? Well, the great news is we don't have 1 million members. And besides that, there's going to be title variations, how people find you, and we'll talk about that a little bit. People are going to be searching on eBay by location, by time ending soonest. So this 100 million, matter-of-factly, becomes infinite. So there's no saturation point. So we can erase that. Now that we've erased all that stuff, let's be a little proactive. The only thinking that you possibly have to do, oh, here we go. I knew there was going to be thinking. Hold on, let me get a pen and paper. No pen and paper needed. Remember, what is on the screen right in front of you? What happens when you walk into Walmart and you want a can of tomato soup? You know, I remember when I was a kid, I used to love tomato soup. I got a hankering for a can of tomato soup. I want a can of tomato soup. You walk into the Walmart, and on the shelf is tomato soup. And you see what's matter-of-factly the picture, right? There's my tomato soup. And you see the price of the tomato soup. And if you're in the mood, you can read the can. And what do you see when you read the can? You see the description of the tomato soup, all right? So we've taken care of all that for you. The only thing we haven't taken care of is the title of the tomato soup. So if you haven't seen the tomato soup, you don't know what tomato soup is, and you're walking around looking for tomato soup and standing in the diaper aisle going, is this tomato soup? We're going to show you how to title optimize everything so you're found on eBay the most, and we're going to take the thinking out of that, unfortunately. We have all kinds of software in the back office of DS Domination. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that Pro tab again, and I'm going to show you one little piece of software that will blow your mind, okay? So down here, this is something called the Title Builder, which is the only thing left is to title the tomato soup so you can find it, because we already got the picture, we already got the price, we already got the description. Cool. Let's type in, I don't know what's going to come up here, tomato soup, and click go. 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 And in about, what, half a second, it came back with suggested keywords to put in your title. Now, did we just pull these keywords out of our hat? No. What these keywords are is right now on eBay, wherever you live, these are the words people are typing in to find tomato soup on eBay. So if you're going to sell tomato soup on eBay or a hammock, what would you put for your title? Soup, tomato, Campbell's, mugs, cup, can, whatever. Do you have to think? No. All right, cool. So did you wake up saying, you know what, if I was going to do eBay, I would sell a hammock? Nope. Why are you going to sell a hammock then? Because that's where we landed. You don't even have to think about what you're going to sell. It's a proven seller. You don't have to hypothesize and say, the kid's neighbor's got a green skateboard, maybe that will sell. There's no maybes. The hammock sold last week with millions and millions and millions of buyers. The hammock's going to sell this week. You might as well pick up that chunk of money and sell it for $1 cheaper, or have the absolute best title by simply coming into your DS Domination back office and going, hammock, go. Oh, that took a long time. Hammock, swing, outdoor camping, chair, bed, double, new, blah, blah, blah. There's my title. Okay, I got my title up. What's next? Price. $155.50 sounds pretty good. What's next? Description. Copy, paste. Next. Continue, submit. Done. What else do I sell? All right? It's that easy. Now, for the ones that were like, fight me the whole time, I'm sorry. I'm declaring it. You've lost. All right? Don't. Unless you want to take offense at that, and I'm sorry if you do. Okay, anyway, that is what we call DS Domination Pro. Okay, that's like our introduction. And if you've been on a webinar where people try and sell you stuff, we're not going to put together this big giant bundle. We're about proving, remember the word proof? Now you know what the word proof is, unless you think I own eBay or Amazon or aliens invaded or something. What you just saw is proof. So if you don't get involved with DS Domination, at least on the next webinar where they show you some screenshots of money and tell you growing blades of grass you can make that money, at least you'll know that that's not proof. You can take that away, okay? Here in DS Domination, we're about getting you to retirement. If you give me a moment, I'll put a cough drop in my mouth and subdue that vicious cough, okay? Done. Okay. We're about getting you to retirement, and that's just phase one. That's $19.95 a month. So you go out, you pay $20 a month, you put some listings up, and your goal at Pro is to make about $1,000 per month, okay? Are you retired yet? No. Did I sell you a bunch of junk and say you can make $1 million, one shop click button, spin a wheel, monster truck, bam, bam, wow? No. I'm being straight with you, and I'm sure you're going to be straight with me. From here, once you're involved, once you're up and selling, once you're trained, once you're going, you start looking at our next level, and we call that elite. Now, I'm not going to go into all the training in the back office, one, because there's no time, two, because I'm not showing you everything because I'm selfish. Just kidding about that part. But I'm going to tell you what's in elite, and I'm going to ask you another question. Knowing what I just showed you with Amazon, if there were 10 more sites in elite that you could work with, could you make more or less money? Less competition, more products, a lot more money. And in those trainings, if instead of making $5, $10 a sale, you made 20, 50, 100, and we've had people make $1,000 a sale, you're going to make more or less money. You're going to make, oh, this isn't live, more money. Right. Just kidding. It is live, but you're not here to answer. Got to entertain myself. Now, also in Elite, we're going to show you how to click your mouse 3 times, Dorothy 3 times. Click your mouse 3 times, and not only are you going to be selling on eBay, but you're also going to be selling on Google. And do you have to know what you're doing? No. Did you know what you're doing so far? No. Right? It's just that simple. Are you going to make more or less money? Do you think you'll make some sales on Google, little company out there? Of course you will. Okay? And we call that Elite. And for Elite, don't get scared. We charge $99 a month. But again, you're not going to get this big bundle package at the end of it, and we're going to highly recommend that you start right here. Now, what kind of lunatic moron salesman would tell you to buy the lowest thing first? Think about that. Why would DS Domination, ranked 600 in the U.S., 2,000th in the world, tell you to get in at the cheapest level? Why would we want you to come in? If it doesn't work, do we want you to come in cheap, or do we want you to get all excited when we give you a discount tonight? Well, it works, so we want you to come in cheap, and we want you to stay, okay? Because you'll keep building and growing and making more money and more staying. If we had garbage, we would say, look, $19.97 or $497, get you in tonight, monster truck, right? That's what we call elite. And that's all trained in your back office as well for you, just like the pro is, step-by-step videos, all kinds of amazing, cool stuff back here, all right? Now, the next level that we have besides pro and elite to get you to retirement is unleashed, okay? And we'll go back and I'll detail unleashed a little bit, and then I'll pause and take some questions, okay? So let me erase this and go over here and type, at this level you want to make about $4,000 to $6,000 a month. And that's up to you if that's good retirement money. That should take you anywhere from 3 months to a year to start making that, okay? And again, it's not a case where you're going to be not making anything for 6 months, and then we're going to promise you're going to make money. You'll start making $100, $500, $1,000, upward, depending on how much time you put into it. And I'll go back and show you how much time you should put into it in just a minute. From the elite, we just talked about unleashed, and I'm just going to give you the same questions. If there were even more sites, would you make more money? Of course you would. If we got cash back on your sales, would you make more money? And what I mean by that is, if you made, what did they make on that lighting set? They made about $70. What if you sold the same lighting set, did nothing different, but you made $90? Or if you sold something for $300, instead of making $30, you made $60. Of course you would make more money because you're getting more money back from the sites because of relationships that we've built with these companies. So when you're doing Unleashed, let me click here. When you're doing Unleashed, you make more money just by simply getting more cash back, and more money is good. So Unleashed is $249, and it's a one-time payment. It's not per month. It goes away. Once you make the payment, you own it, and that's it. Are we telling you to get Unleashed tonight? No, because we know we got to prove ourselves first. We got to make you some money, and once you start making money, you'll trust us, and that's what we want to do, and build from there. At that level, guys, once you've got all this training down and you're going through it, we should be making $6,000 to $12,000 a month. All right. Now there is a higher level where you can make even more money, but being the worst salesman on the planet that I am, I'm not even going to show it to you. And by the way, it's our most expensive product. Why would I not hope that someone's excited on here and buy the most expensive product? Because the crazy, lunatic, lousy salesman that I am that represents this company, we don't want you getting too excited, spending money, and not taking action. Because all you need to do to succeed in DS Domination is take action, okay? Because there's just nothing else. You see those listings that were up on eBay that I was showing you guys? This hammock took 4 minutes to put up. If you put up an item on eBay every 4 minutes, that's 15 items an hour. If you make $5 a listing, that's $75 an hour. Unless we have heart surgeons and rocket scientists on here, that's pretty good money. By the way, it's from your home. Watch your kids grow up, mow the lawn when you feel like it, eat whatever you want, no more traffic, okay? This is DS Domination. This is why people are freaking out. This is why people are going crazy and joining in droves. No saturation point, unlimited supply, almost, 100 million items plus, unlimited customers visiting you through eBay, looking you up by keywords in your title, but we have the software to optimize that. And oh, by the way, no thinking. So if you've ever joined anything in the past, you might as well sign up now because this is better than anything you've ever seen. You know, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in the sign-up link right now. Please do not go here yet. Do not go here yet. If you go here, we're all going to scream. Don't go here yet, okay? Because I got to show you something. And we're not done. I'm going to show you some more cool stuff in just a little bit, but I know people want to get off, and it's 8:30 exactly because I'm that talented of a presenter. Just kidding. It just happens to be 8:30 exactly on the East Coast. When you get, oh, I spelled it in caps. Oh, no. When you get to this page, I want to guide you through. There's a couple things that you're going to see on this page. You're going to fill out the regular stuff. You're going to see all these 497s. Don't worry about that. That's the value of it. That's not what you're paying. Down at the bottom, it's going to say $19.95, but you got a couple things you have to pay attention to. Somebody referred you to this webinar. Somebody sent you an email. Somebody's your friend. Somebody sent you a link on Facebook, whatever. Make sure that their name is in there. It's going to auto-populate. You can't put it in there. It's either going to be there or it's not, okay? It should be there. If it's not there, back out and contact that person to make sure you sign up through them so we can pay them and give them credit for inviting you to this awesome presentation. The last thing is you're going to want to hit this buy now button. You're going to be excited. You're going to have the $19.95. You're going to be proud of yourself for filling out all your information. And you might skip this start thing. This is called a CAPTCHA. This is going to prove to us that you're not a robot. And it's going to have a little game to make it fun. It says something. This one says, put the toppings on the sundae. Okay, I'll put some chocolate sauce on. I'll put some cherries on the sundae. And it says, game complete. I know you're a human being. Then you click the buy now. Okay? So if you have to go, here's the link to go over and get set up with that right here. dsdomination.com/sign up. And I'm going to stay on. I'm going to answer some questions. And then I'm going to show the affiliates that are interested in promoting DS Domination how you can make even more money. Because money's pretty, right? Okay. Y'all having fun yet? You know, I got on here. I wasn't going to sign up for this thing. It kind of looks interesting. I don't know. That guy's a little weird, though. I might not sign up because he's weird. Yeah, that's it. That's why I'm not signing up. He's weird. Let's see. eBay costs if you don't make a sale. Your first 50 items, Bill, are going to be free to put up. Then they're going to charge you 35 cents a month. So at 35 cents per listing that you put up, if you put up 100 listings, it would cost you $35. So you need to sell, I don't know, 3 of them to make money, and you'll sell at about a 60% rate, okay? Let's see. Let's see, the box you sent will say Amazon on it. Okay, great question. They're asking if the box and the customer will get upset if it says Amazon on it. Without going too into depth in that, let me show you the core that drives eBay called the feedback. So that particular seller, I want to click on this seller that's clearly using Amazon's supplier, and you're going to see they have 14,000 feedback. And I'm going to tell you from experience, you can believe this or not, customers will leave a feedback 1 out of every 3 times. So you can estimate this person has 42,000 sales, 99.3% feedback, all 5-star ratings. You might say, well, they got 12 negatives. It's hard to fathom numbers, okay? Having 99.3% is extremely good. Just in case I set that all up and faked it out, I'm going to find another seller for you. Let me grab a user ID. I'm on eBay. I'm going to type in New York, and I'll show you another very large account. And here's one right here. All eBay photos, right? All white background. If I click on their feedback, they have 29,884. We learned that equates to about 90,000 sales, 99.2% feedback. So let's just say this. One way or another, with the training, the customers are happy, happy, happy. Great question, though. All right, let's get some more questions out here. I missed the first 10 minutes. Okay. All 1,000 people, we're going to do the 10 minutes all over again. No, I'm just kidding. It'll be recorded and put in the back office. Someone will show you or explain it to you. How do you know how long to list the item? Again, Mishka Leonti. I'm not going to let you think. You're going to list it for 30 days. You just check a box and it says list for 30 days. And the training will show you why to list it for 30 days and no more thinking. How do I figure out how much I'll be pocketing? Again, Clyde, I'm not going to let you think. There will be an eBay fee calculator back there that shows you exactly how much you're going to make on the sale. All you do is enter what you're selling it for, what the cost is, click a button, okay? Suppose you sell something and then you go back and it's to Amazon where it's sold. There already do you cover what to do? Back to Amazon and it's sold. Okay, it's sold out, I think you meant to put. So Richard's saying, what if you go back and you sold an item and it's already sold out? Well, in the Pro version, the 1995, I'm going to go back to DS Domination again. In the Pro version, the 1995, you're going to learn how to excuse yourself from the sale, some tricks to make sure that you know if the thing's sold out, which is very, very rare, by the way. And in Elite, you're going to have this price tracker, and when I go into the Amazon price tracker, I can actually watch items and I can track the stock that Amazon has, and I'll get a notification when this cat scratcher, for example, runs out of stock. So you can put all your products back here, click of a button, and you will get notified when the price goes up, when the price goes down, how many Amazon has in stock. We did it all for you. Yes, we rock. I didn't even show you that. That's like one of the coolest pieces of software on the planet, but we don't want to brag. Okay, let's see. Can I also buy from U.S. Amazon? That kind of escaped away. I saw UK in there, so I'll answer as though you're a UK for a person. Excuse me. In the Pro training, the third module, I believe, will talk about international training, okay? So I'm going to scroll down, products to avoid. I might be on the different modules here. But we have the internet outside the U.S. right there. I was right on, okay? Outside the U.S., and we put a little handy-dandy globe there for you, all right? And it's going to teach you how to sell using Amazon UK, US, eBay UK. You'll do that for 24 hours. Then you'll leap over to eBay.com and be selling on eBay.com. Pretty cool. Let's see, what else do we have? How long does it take for an item to sell? Philip, it depends on if you title it, like if you go through the training and you're like, all right, I'll give this a try. I'm going to try and sell this hammock. Here's my title, chair. Well, that's probably not going to sell, you know. It's all about keywords and stuff like that. Or I'm going to sell the hammock and he sold it for 200, so I'm going to sell it for 20 grand. There's a lot of fluctuation that goes into how quickly does something sell. People have sold things in DS Domination in the first 10 minutes. So no problem operating from Australia, no. I always get this question. Glad it came out because I forgot to mention it. You can't buy a higher level package and then get access to everything. Again, this is a step-by-step model, okay? If we looked at this model and said, okay, we're going to teach you how to build a home, and we said, okay, Pro is all your lumber, Elite is all your sheetrock, and Unleashed is putting the house all together and getting your molding and stuff like that, you wouldn't show up at the work site with Unleashed and have a bunch of molding lying around and be like, where's my house? You know, what do I do with this stuff? It's just lying here. Well, there you go. Thanks for the $249, right? It's step by step, okay? How is the shipping price determined? Great question, Bob. When I look at that hammock, Bob, well, I'll look at one of this person's items right here, okay? If you're looking at this item right here, and let's say they sold it, I'll click on the title of it, and you see they sold 71 of them, okay, right there on the screen. When you're deciding to sell it, you sell it for $23.95, and if they have free shipping, you put free shipping. If they had $23.95, $4.95 shipping, you put 20, or if they had $24.95, $3.95 shipping, you list it for $23.95, $4.95 shipping, okay? How do you deal with returns? Great question. Returns are awesome. There's two types of returns. One return. Person gets this bread maker. It's got a dent on it. You contact Amazon 10 seconds later, maybe a minute later. Amazon will tell the customer to put it on their doorstep, and UPS will be there in 2 days to pick it up. That's one type of return. It was damaged. The second type of return is your customer contacts you and says, you know what? I appreciate the bread box. My boyfriend got me one for my birthday. Now I got two, and I got to return it. I'm going to show you how to make money on a return. You're going to talk to the customer in such a way that they're going to say, okay, I don't make mine paying $7 to return it. You're going to make $7 on the sale, all right? The affiliate program, I'm going to show it after the questions here on this. We'll go into the affiliate program in just a little bit, okay? Let me go back here for the people that are getting ready to sign up. dsdomination.com/sign up. I hope a lot of you guys, I joke around a bit, but I hope a lot of you are at least seeing a light and possibly sleeping tonight. I've been through this, guys. All right, I might sound like Sally, successful, awesome person, but I've been lying in the bed, juggling the credit cards around, stressing over the mortgage, how I'm going to pay back my buddy, where I'm going to get money for gas in the car, calling the insurance company, can I pay you a little bit late? I've been there, okay? And besides the memory and the acid reflux that you have from that, all right, it takes off years of your life. And that's all we got is life, all right? So if you think, you know, standing in a field and eating good foods and being healthy versus stressing and going through all this stuff on finances, it's destroying you. You just don't realize it, all right? And I'm not saying this is the cure-all and money's everything, but man, this sure helps, all right? All right. So I'm going to go into the affiliate part of the training now, okay? Here we go. Now, I don't want to scare anybody, and I don't want to sell anybody anything, okay? So if you're just interested in making money on eBay, going through the Pro, the Elite, the Unleashed, it's time to go sign up or time to not sign up. Call it a night, all right? What I'm going to talk about next is sharing the program, telling people about the existence of DS Domination, and getting referral money for that, okay? And it's going to be one of those, if you tell people and they sign up, you make money. And if that's not your thing, you just don't want to talk to people, and that's one of the reasons you're here, to work from home and be isolated and stuff like that, it's time to hop off, because you might make an excuse for not doing it by seeing the affiliate side of it. So I want to spare you guys that are just interested in doing the eBay stuff, and I don't say just like it's lackluster. It's amazing, okay? You're going to make really good money with it if you apply the practices and apply yourself to it. But now I'm going to share a different aspect of it, and I don't want to offend anybody that's really excited about the eBay end of it by showing the affiliate side. So if you want to hop off now, hop off if you like, and I'm going to show some more stuff for affiliates, okay? So a bit more of my story. You guys know that I did $1.2 to $1.8 million in sales for nearly a decade on eBay. Awesome. Then I started going out and I started doing networking, okay? Why? Why would you leave something that has been so successful for you? And that's a valid question, all right? And you might say to yourself, you're making so much money, why would you do something else? That's like asking, and I'm not comparing myself to this person, but it's like asking Donald Trump, why are you buying and building more office buildings if you're making so much money? We don't believe you have money, Donald Trump, because now you're building another building, so BS on that, right? Well, I'm not Donald Trump, but I just get bored, and I realize there's, you know, it's time for money. You're trading time. You're putting up listings. You're answering customers' questions. It's real easy time. It's really great money. I wasn't laying bricks, but I want it more. So I went out to network marketing to experience that, and I became the #1 recruiter in every single company I was in. The only company I'm not the #1 recruiter of that I'm in is DS Domination, because I don't recruit people into DS Domination. It's not fair of me to do that. So I went to several different companies. One company had over 100,000 reps. It's a $1 billion company. It's been around for 9 years, and I was the career leader in that company in recruiting, lifetime, forever. 100,000 people, more than the Super Bowl. It's like you're watching the Super Bowl, and here I am, one squirmy little guy in the audience going, hey, I beat everybody. Okay, whatever. But let's pretend that you're the #1 recruiter. Let's pretend you're the best at sharing DS Domination on the planet. Everybody's lined up outside your door chanting DS Domination. You're #1. You're the #1 recruiter in everything. What does that make the person you sign up? Not the #1 recruiter, not the #1 recruiter. And when they sign up people, they're not the #1 recruiter. What I'm getting at is as you share opportunities in the past with people, they tried to share it. Eventually it would get down to your broke brother-in-law who won't talk to anybody is at the bottom of the chain, okay? And he just got in because you bought him a 6-pack or something, right? Well, what happens when your broke brother-in-law quits and your grandma quits? Well, this person here isn't making any more money, so they quit. And they quit. It's called erosion, and eventually you, the #1 stud, the killer, the person, the one and only, you're not making any money, so you quit too. And that's a fact. If you had the entire world on your team, somebody on your team would not be able to recruit. There'd be nobody to recruit, so they'd quit. Now the next person would quit, and then you leave. Okay? And again, that is called erosion. And it exists in every single company except for one. Can you guess the company? That's right, and I'll prove it to you. Let's put your broke brother-in-law down here at the bottom again. And instead of having to pay a monthly bill for milkshakes or diet pills or hair formulas or whatever, let's say he's making money with the eBay training. Is he going to quit? No. Is your grandma, by the way, my mom's 77, does this. Is your grandma going to quit? Nah. So there's no erosion. Do you understand the power of that? That's why our presentation, that's why our company's soaring, that's why we have nearly a 90% retention rate, because we're totally crushing it and people aren't quitting. Now, how much money do you make from all these people not quitting? Here's what we did. We said, you guys still hear me? You guys still with me? I lost my echo. You guys still here? Everybody still awake? Tell me if you're awake. Yep, good. There. We got some people. Nobody left, by the way. You crazies. All right. We decided to pay out 75%. And by that, that means every dollar that comes in the door, 75 cents is paid out. And there's going to be two types of people on here. One that came from traditional marketing and says, that is one heck of a payout, because most companies will go out of business if they pay out more than 50%. Usually they lie and really only pay out 36%, and they call it breakage, and nobody really makes any money. 75% is amazing. Or the other side of it is going to be, well, what about the other companies that have 100% commissions? No company has 100% commissions. They have pass-ups, and every 3 you got to pass up, and every 4th you got to do a donkey dance in the middle of a desert while eating a cherry pie, or you missed the cut, blah, 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 blah. All right? Nobody gets credit card processors, gets websites, gets training, and works for free. Okay? And I already told you we do not have a position in our own company, if you're thinking what I'm thinking. Okay. So this is very lucrative. We pay out 10 levels, okay? Meaning you sponsor someone on level 1, you get 50%. If they pay $19.95 a month, you get 50% of that. If they pay $99 a month and $19.95 a month, you get 50% of that. If they buy a $249 product, you get 50% of that. If they buy the $199 Marketing Extreme, where our top marketers on the planet teach you how to market online, you get 50% of that. If they buy our top tier product that I'm not going to show here, which is $4.99, you get 50% of that as well. That's good money. Okay, next. The next levels, as you go through levels, I'll just call them out. Level 1, 50%. Level 2, 10%, meaning if you sign up Jack, Jack signs up Jill, you get 10% of what Jill spends. Jill signs up Mike, third level, 5%, 3%, 2%, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So 50 plus 10 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 equals 75%. Incredible, incredible payout by us. Awesome. Yes, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Okay. Next is, what about passes? What if my friend has it and I don't have it and Jack has it and whatever? Okay. This will be in your back office under your affiliate video. It'll cover that, okay? And you can check it out there when you're in your back office, all right? And let me go back here. I'll show you where that is. Right here, when you're in your back office, you would just click this affiliate. It'll say inactive. And when you click on that, it'll show a video detailing the compensation plan for you. Okay? So that's all covered back there for you. All right? Let's see, is there one or two caveats? One caveat. Okay. I always have to, I don't know why I explain this, but I'm going to explain it. All right? If a company pays deeper than 2 levels, they're considered a network marketing company. As a network marketing company, they're governed by SEC regulations, which state we have to separate between a customer and an affiliate. So a customer is somebody that comes in, uses the training, does eBay, and makes money. An affiliate can do that as well, but an affiliate also shares the programs and makes up to 75% for referring people to DS Domination. I'll say it again. A customer would come in and just learn how to rock it out on eBay and make money. An affiliate can do that if they want, and they also share the program with other people, and they can get commissions. To be eligible as an affiliate, we have to separate you from the customer. Most companies do it like this. You can buy our milkshake, or you can become a rep and make money and buy a kit for $500, and we'll send you the shakes and a DVD and some brochures, and now you're an affiliate. We do it like this. To separate it, we say it's $9.95 a month, okay? So to be an affiliate, you would pay an additional $9.95 a month. It's the cheapest you're allowed to do it, and that's what we did, okay? Because we had to legally, and we made it the cheapest possible, and that's our only boo-hoo, you guys are bad, okay? We had to do it. Nothing we can do. Okay. Let's see. The monthlies, Philip, you get monthly. The one-times, you get one time. Awesome. Am I going to tell you how to become the #1 recruiter? There's all kinds of training back there, but you want to know what I did to become the #1 recruiter? Who's on here and wants to become an affiliate? And I'll tell you what I did to become the #1 recruiter in every company I was ever in. It's documented like crazy. You find the company, you ask one person in that company, they'll tell you how I became the #1 recruiter in that company. Okay? You guys all want to know? I'll tell you. I don't mind telling you. Okay. And I'll add this. I never met a single person that I recruited. Maybe one out of thousands. Okay? And here's how you do it. And I remember a gentleman, Jeff White, he was with me in a company. Until he came over here, he didn't believe me. He's like, I didn't believe that. But here it is. Obviously, to put a human being into a company, you have to interact with a human being, all right? And I'm not talking, most people try and do hotel meetings or dive out from behind a Walmart cart and shove a card in their pocket and run away and stuff like that, okay? I did it on the phone. And they have training where you don't have to get on the phone here because it's only $20. The program, the last one I did was $500 to $1,000, all right? But here's what I did. How can you possibly sell someone on the phone into a $500 or $1,000 physical product? Imagine getting that phone call. Good morning. We got something that's going to fix your toenails. It's $500. Are you ready? Very hard, right? And yet people still do it, but that's not what I did. I was in a milkshake company. I was in a coffee company. I was in an app company. And I was in, I don't even know how to describe this company. It was my first company. It's a long time ago. Number one. Here's how I did it. I would tell people that if they want to work with me, I will train them how to make money on eBay so they'll have no more bills, and I will put them into a network marketing company, whatever one I was in, so you never have to worry about bills again. Use the eBay training to pay your bills. Use the network marketing company so you never have to work again. What is DS Domination? Both. Does that make sense to you? Do you get it? Every single, if I had my other computer up, I'd show you. Every single company, top recruiter in the company, because I would give them a proven method like the one I just showed you to put money in their pocket, and then they could join me in the network marketing company and make residual income. They would do it at the very least to get the eBay part of it. And then once they got the eBay part of it, they would trust me enough to move past that. So you have both. And it's not $4.99, and it's not $9.99, and that is how I did it. All right? Awesome. Okay. Only if you're a customer and affiliate. Can you quit? Only one if you're a customer and affiliate. I don't understand, Jim. We have no contracts or anything. You can quit whatever you want, whenever you want. Okay? Okay, I'm going to go over here. Here's the link for you guys. Hope you had an amazing time. If you're on here for the first time, come on. You know, how long should I be in pro before I go elite? That's up to you. We don't pressure you. You really, if you want it, if you trust the process, and when I say trust, not trust me, not trust anything, but trust the fact that eBay sells stuff and other companies have stuff and supply and demands existed, once you start making your $20 a month in pro, go to elite. That's what I would do. But again, no pressure. I'll see someone on Facebook and they're like, I'm thinking about getting into elite. I've made $3,000 in pro so far. I'm like, $3,000? What's wrong with you? You would have made $30,000 so far. So anyway. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Rosine Robideau, we do not have a French presentation, pardonnez-moi. But we have all kinds of people from old Quebec in here, my friend. Okay, guys. Thanks, guys. Have an amazing night. Rock it out. Take care. All the members that are already in here, all the people looking at it, it's up to you if you want to change your life or do something else. Your call. Stay warm. It's cold out there. Take care, guys. Thanks.